And if it rolled just like that, quick, easy fix, I just plucked it off, okay? You're fine with that. You know, hopefully you're not going to create and cause a whole bunch of those and miss them out, or create holes. Okay, so what does it say the first step to do? Probably the spray. Okay, and then the second step is what?
2-inch conformer, 1.5 white tape around the base of the toe fork.
Okay, so we're going to use this white tape, okay? So I'm going to hook one around the base of the foot. And again, what happens when you step on their, when a person steps down on the ground?
Foot spreads out.
Okay, kind of spreads apart, right? So when you do this, don't do it so tight that it's going to be like, you know, it keeps their foot restricted. At least, you know, lay this, because the only purpose for this stuff right here is to allow for these other strips to have something to anchor to, okay? Does it say put 1 or does it say put 2?
It says an anchor.
And anchors, okay? We'll say 1. I'll go with 1 or 2, okay? I'm going to put 2 down just to have a little bit more surface area to be able to anchor this stuff, okay? Okay, so what I'm going to do now, you can do half strips. This is what I'm talking about. Don't go clear to the cork. Pull off a decent amount. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to go in between. Oh, I missed one. Sorry, guys. The next one does say anchor the toe, right?
Using 1-inch white tape, apply an anchor to the great toe at the interphalangeal joint.
This is what they're talking about right here, okay?
Just right over the joint there.
Yep. Now, the thing I'm doing is I'm trying to get this joint, you know, kind of down. Now, am I on this joint itself? Yes. But I'm just trying to find how, I mean, again, the only purpose that these two serve is for anchoring of the other tape, okay? So, does it say, now do half strips?
Apply 3 finger eighths around the big toe and cross it on the top of the bottom, depending on the direction of the injury.
Okay, and so again, what I was saying is we're going to just pull it down to flexion. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slip this in right here. Now what I want to do is I'm going to pull that toe, relax that toe a little bit, and then I'm just going to pull this down. I'm going to angle it right here, and then come back, and then you're going to X. You can get it to X on the side of the foot, okay? But your whole thing, these anchors need to land, or these figure eights, they need to land on the actual anchors. If I only have one anchor and I do it short and it's on the green, have you gone far enough? No, and I'll tell you that, okay? So again, now I've just pulled part of that down, so I'm just going to alternate on the tape, okay? That's what I was referring to, okay? So it's always an even amount, or I'm not going to have it put under the cork. Okay, it says to do how many of those? 3. The other thing I want to say is, if I got that tape clear down and it starts to bend in the web of the foot, what is that little, where that's going to bend, what's that going to do to the foot?
Irritate that.
Irritate it, cut it, blister. So just be careful how far you go down, and just don't cause it so it creates, you're not trying to fix the foot, don't, you know, create another problem, okay? So again, when you do this, the first one I laid down is the one I pulled down, okay? Okay, so the first one you anchor is the one that's going to pull that into flexion. Okay, now I got this on the side a little bit more, which theoretically is the better one, okay? I'm going to do one more of those to do the third figure eight.
Do you overlap or do you want a small gap there?
Where that?
As you do
3 of them.
Are
If
they always in the same spot?
I'm kind of I'm overlapping a little bit, you know, but you have to find a happy medium, you know, and you just got to be careful that you don't get too far down the web because you don't have a lot of space, you know, so it's going to be over each other quite a bit, yeah. But if you can make it span out a little bit, you're fine. Okay. So the next one, once we've completed that one, what does it say next? Does it say strips from the toe?
1-inch white tape should then be affixed at the anchor around the toe and extend straight down across the metatarsophalangeal joint, the lower anchor of the base of the 5th metatarsal.
So it's going to start up here, and we're going to pull it down towards the foot, and that's just going to help with this motion. So when they put pressure, you know, to go up on their toes, that's just going to be another thing to help resist that. Okay. And you're going to start at the bottom of the foot, and you're going to work and fan it so it goes up on top, okay? So you're here,
And you're still using half.
half-inch strips, yep. And I'm going to come up. If you guys can't see, just kind of, put yourself in a position. And all I'm doing is I'm just halving it, and I'm just fanning it up as I go up the toe. So my whole goal is to get up on the top.
Okay. So you're starting on the medial side of the bottom distal end of the toe, and you're fanning up ladder.
Yep, going up, yep.
Higher each time too?
Yep, and just keep on going until I get up towards the top.
When do you just stop once you go all the way to the top?
I get myself off, close to the top. Like right there probably could be good. Or if I want to get myself one more, that, typically I go to about there. But I could have done without that last one. It's 100% fine. Now it says the anchor, correct?
Yeah.
So I'm going to do one at the base of the foot again. And then I'm going to I'm going to mimic what I just did, okay? I'm going, I just went around kind of how I put that first one on. Did the same thing. Now I'm going to go back.
Only around the toe though? Or was it around the foot too?
I'm going to go around the foot right now. I just did one around the toe. I'm getting to that point right now. Now, if you did one anchor, you're fine with that. Whatever works for you guys,
On the toe, you just went around this.
Yep,
around
that's
the anchor.
all.
Okay.
Yep. Just because all these strips, how how they come around, I started here and I went down. I have a whole bunch of loose ends, so I'm just anchoring that portion. So if I want to do two, if I did two there, then do two. Okay. Okay. So now what we just did is he has problems, pain when he gets his toe put up in that position. Go ahead and hop down and just tell me if that does that.